Yeah, man, ikaw fan ka na si
Welcome to the Drive Network. I am your host, Big Bucks. We are at BMW Kgomotso today, and I think maybe it's a different spin today. The significance of us being at BMW today is particularly around Kgomotso Mafoko today, my brother. We're doing a different spin, different insight on him. He's a very passionate young man in terms of sports and youth development. And today we are at BM because BM has seen the need to inspire, to sponsor the gentleman and drive him around with a BM X7 right behind me for the weekend. Jackie, how are you, my brother?
No, I'm tired.
You're tired.
I'm exhausted. At the same time, I'm happy.
Yes.
Yeah.
So thank you for making time. So we are, like I said, we're doing a different spin today. This is something we never do, but then we've decided to restructure and change it to particularly celebrate your story as well. So today we want to understand Komotso as a person. We want to understand this journey ya gago ya the Ikageng fun run, you know. I mean, for BMW Kgomotso to look at you and say, my brother, we can drive you around for your day with a specific car. It's not an easy task. It's not an easy thing to happen. But I'm sure they've seen something mohoena as a youth developer, as somebody who has this passion about sports. So tell me, this journey at Ikageng Fun Run, where does this start and when do you think about this thing and what has been the journey to achieve this? Because you're in the 7th year.
Yeah. Yo, Bucks. It started with Student Palace with the guys on a Sunday, where we normally chill and rage beer. But we started playing and say, you know what about we start something different within the community? But with the people I was with, I could realize that they don't have the drive, like the Drive Network. They don't have the drive. They don't have that passion. So I sat with that idea, and you know what? I ran it past through certain people, and they said it's not gonna happen. It has never happened, and you're just wasting yourself. You're just wasting your time within the township. And I said, Mobone, you know what? What I think I've learned about trying something, it's not about having the best of it, but it's to begin with it. So Bucks, I implemented it, and I told myself that if I fail, I fail. But you know what was the nice part, Bucks? I met this lady, Mami Dial. I think she said in Netball South Africa. You know what drove me is that Mami Dial said, you know what, when you start something, it's not about having millions of people. But if one or two people knows, then those people know about your event. So I established the idea. I had the people like Maiza, Toby, I had Letlama, And then I said, you know what, guys? Let's start this as Student Palace. First of all, we never had T-shirts. We had nothing. No budget. Basically, we had nothing, Bugs.
Just
we
a
only
dream.
had ourselves. The streets were not booked. We didn't even apply at traffic or at subs. But we just said, you know what, we're just going to walk and run the streets. Then when it started.
And I think Witsi, this seems like an easy thing because it's happening. It's 7 years, 7 years, and in the 7 years, Jackie, I mean, you've been running this event. It's growing year on, every year it's growing. Mare, as a person, Hore, is it something that what did you have to do, Hore? This skill set. Do you need any skills? What have you done, Mohoena? What's your background? For instance.
I still remember at 2010 when I was doing my sports management at Val. There was a project whereby we had to organize a fun day for children with special needs. So I think that event failed. And I don't know what I did in class, and that Prof. Shaw got angry with me. And then she said, you know what, I'm appointing you to lead this coming project. So I went to people like Coca-Cola. I went to the university itself and said, you know what, we're having this. I went around campus to fundraise, and I said, you guys, we're having this as second year. So, you know, Bugs, it became a success. And I realized that, you know what, it's possible. Think about it. It's in Vanderbilt. It's not my home. I'm staying in Poch. So if I can get support from people from outside home, what will happen when I go back home? So this passion, I think it started then, Bugs. But before then, I was doing these community outreach programs. Like, I saw it from my mom. She would literally come with those needy kids from school. And she will share our clothes with them, our food with them. So it started that thing, and I realized, you know what, it's not about me as an individual alone, but I need to give back.
But as Kgomotso, Kgomotso, a person, we call him Jakey. I used to play soccer with this guy, and top goal scorer of note. But I was the provider, of course. You better know, man. I was the provider. Mare, as Jakey now, you know, we are living in a world where young people really want to see themselves growing and being these big people, right? And what makes your drive that different, Hore? You want to do things for the youth. You want to develop the youth. What is it that sparks that within Wena, where people could be just chasing cars, ladies, whatever, but you chasing to develop the needy youth, to develop the youth with your own time? What sparks that within a person like you? Like, what sparks that?
You know, Bugs, I'm one person, I don't want to be successful alone. And I know the struggle of looking forward to being a soccer professional player, and then my journey failed. But I sat down and I realized that through sports, one can become a millionaire. Look at the legs of Kagiso Rabada. You look at Kagiso Rabada, you look at Siyabonga Nhlapha. I'm talking about the guy I used to play with at university.
Yes, yes.
He also studied sports. He's playing for what you call Super Sport United. You know, Bugs, when you come from a township like Ikageng, it's so sad that when you look at this generation, when you go into the stadium, there's no longer sports. But when you come across a youth that's smoking drugs, youth that's consuming alcohol within the week, youth like that's partying every weekend.
Yeah.
The sad reality with that, Bugs, is that majority of us are coming from poor backgrounds. And I believe that if we don't coach this upcoming youth, it's like Rabalumelate.
Too much.
So for me, I believe you need to be honest to them. You need to be open. You know, I've met people who are wealthy outside. People who are inspiring us, but they don't have time for us. But with me, I saw it differently. I don't want to be that guy who's successful, who's wealthy, who's living within the estate, and then I don't have time for those young kids who still need to learn, who are growing. So this passion came a long way, and I believe, but and then you afford to eat a very expensive meal at very different restaurants. It adds a lot. So I sat down with myself and I said, you know what, even if I'm not where I'm supposed to be, with my 2 qualifications, business management, a national diploma in sports management, and currently studying my business administration degree. When I look at my peers, they are far in life. But I told myself it's not about how far are they, but what can I do for this lost generation? You know, it hurts bugs when you look at the guys you grew up with who are heavily abusing drugs, who are heavily abusing alcohol. And when you look at them, you see their future. High sharp, woman.
And why because there's a few guys, and you go around, guys, you see them, you like you like, like you when you tell someone because you've taken care of the body, your health and stuff like that, Mari, abuse of substance, it derails them somehow. But I think Kgomotso as a person, besides I know we then moved to Boakadia, partially played, but I left you guys there. Goal scorer. But when now how was your journey? So
I was born and bred go Ikageng Township, Potchefstroom in Northwest. To be honest, I grew up like any other kid. Sharp. I don't want to complain. You know what? When you lie. I don't think I hate everything, but as a child, I just like some of this stuff. I was passionate about. And you know, my journey, I get like bugs. You know, like any other teenager, but as a person, you realize, oh, my mother she's a teacher, and then you just go back. Then, you know, Bugs, I wanted to be a soccer professional player. I cannot live that passion. Badly. But things didn't go well according to my plans. So there was a time I decided that, you know what, I have to go to school. Let me go study. You know what was the sad part, Bugs? I wanted to study sports management so bad that when I got to Val, they said, you don't qualify. I had to go back home. They said, you don't qualify. You know, I went to Vuselela College. I was so confused, I was so angry, I was so bitter because what I wanted to do didn't come. But I sat down with myself and I said, you know what, let me go to a college. You know, people are undermining a college because it's a college. Everybody said varsity, we no go college, go kasi. You know that stigma. So hey, when I go Valley, we no go kasi. But you know, I realized go kasi kwale, I can learn something. Then I did sports. I did what you call business management. And let me tell you something, Bugs. I enjoyed college. That's why I played most of my beautiful football. I won trophies. You know, Bugs, after studying that, I went to work at a retail as a merchandiser. You know, Bugs, how difficult was it when you meet people, Baba eating your parent. Some of them will even mock you, say, hey, I miss Tracy. Yeah, but that thing didn't change the goal where I wanted to study sports management. At that time, it was 2008. I was earning 1.6. I was saving 500 per month. Riding a bicycle to work. You know the funny part, Bugs, when I went back to Val, I had my 6N6, a diploma, ya business management. Guess what? I enrolled for my course. They said, now you qualify.
So you've actually had time, Jorge. There's a blockage, you don't qualify. You then reset your mind and say, Ish, I don't qualify, let me go and reset. So for me, that's a push, that's a drive that you have as a person. And bringing it back to Ikageng Van Raan itself, it must have required a drive, which through your story has been something that's evident in your character as a person. And you've pushed this thing for 7 years. And yes, you mentioned, Jorge, you're passionate, but this Ikageng Van Raan, it's something blowing up, and you're growing it, and it's gonna get bigger. Where do you see it? Where do you see it in the next? We're close to 10 years now. Where do you see it, and what do you want to make out of it? Let's put it out there before we drive the X7, because I'm so happy to feel, Jorge, what is it that they've been driving you with, Mari? Where do you see it?
Honestly speaking, ke bona e le ko leveleng ya bo Soweto Marathon. And let me be honest, Lona. What I'm always looking for is to create employment for the unemployed youth. Like today, the stadium you saw, I had the unemployed youth that I employed for today. That at least I'm showing them, I'm skilling them, I'm training them. I want to bring the economy to Potchefstroom. You know, Bugs, when you go to Comrades Marathon, when you go to Soweto Marathon, you have to pay accommodation. It's expensive. It's in demand. You have to buy food. It's expensive. Either you pour petrol or you have to get a transport. It's man. So when I sit down, I realize that the person at the bed and breakfast is making money. The car guards are making money. The person I'm using his car is making money. The guy who's pouring petrol, the petrol station is gaining money. So why can't you take it to our township?
There's a chain.
Why can't I empower our own people? We need to go back and empower our own people. Because when you look, when you go back to our township, so many of us are not working. I'm unemployed. As a person, with my education, I'm not working. But I never made it an excuse. I still remember Prof. Paps. That guy once asked a question within a class and said, who wanna be a stadium manager? Who wanna be an events manager? Nobody raised their hand. Because all of us wanna be managers. We wanna work within offices with aircons. But I realized this thing, unemployment, then I needed to think out of the box. What can I do? And then I realized everybody's doing music events, everybody's selling alcohol. So what can I do differently than the other people? Then I said, this Ikageng Van Raan. And let me tell you something, a secret. It stayed 6 years unregistered. I only registered this concept last year as a non-profit organization. And you know, Bugs, what shocked me, out of all these people, BMW from Klerksdorp, from another town, said, you know what, we'll come down to Potchefstroom within the township and come and support your initiative.
For you.
For you.
Yeah, I think for me, I think that does take me back to people from Potchefstroom, my hometown. Support each other, let's grow one another. Doesn't matter where you come from, what matters is where you're going, but let's push each other, like our community says. But I think, what is it that you would tell the younger youth, Kokasi, Kopochi, any town, anybody who's watching, anybody who aspires to be you, trust you, me, because you are running this big event, the Ikageng Van Raan. somebody is watching and they aspire to do that as well. It's not an easy task. So what is it that you can tell anyone? What message is dear to your heart? This is my message from me to you.
But no matter where you're coming from, whether poor or rich, whether an orphan or you have parents, when you have a goal, go for it. People are going to gossip about you, people are going to sabotage you, people are going to criticize you. But when you know what you want, it's possible. Go for it. You know, I've met most people saying, nah, I don't have parents. Nah, I'm not educated. And nah, you know, people are always coming with excuses. Nah, I don't have the smart brain. I cannot take it, I can't go there. I've always said, Kapa.
Yeah.
Bath. Aparo, be clean. Ikere, be lookable. And aparo confidence. You can't go and buy confidence.
Yeah, no.
It's a more way. Have that drive, you know what? You know, there's this thing, and you must understand, moto do thing more, the owner BMW, as a ho. Sometimes in any way, makes you to come in and say, you know what, say, I need help. We have this pride. We have this pride. I won't make it. I want them to understand and know that it's not about who you are, where you come from, who hang around the labor man. There's this stigma I get some labor bags, I'll win. But most definitely I can't. We need to change the mindset. You need some time to wake up and say, Kia go BMW.
Yeah.
How can I go BMW? Be clean. Whether really grasshopper.
Be clean.
Be clean. Be clean. Be presentable. Be yourself and tell them, you know what? I need your help. I'm doing this. And with you, I'll manage to get to that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Jackie, I thank you ever so much. We're gonna get into this ride and feel it. How does it drive? But I think just to close your message, I always say, whenever a child is born, right, they come with their fists closed like this, and for me that signifies a gift that you come to the world with, and your gift for me is to inspire the youth. Your gift for me is to make sure that the youth is developed, is trained for skills, and believe you me, my brother, this is what we need, and I commend you for what you are doing, and God is going to bless this initiative. It's going to grow bigger than you think, and you are already making a difference in more than, I don't know, if you think it's 10 people, it's more than that. And I commend you, my brother. Thank you so much. Let me release you. Let's go drive this thing.
Can't wait. Previously, it's people like BMW Kgomotso who makes everything possible. Remember, for them taking their own time on a Saturday to come down to Potchefstroom, to come and brand the stadium.
Yeah.
It says a lot about them because, as he said now, it's not about them alone, but it's all about plowing back and giving back to the community. So it takes a lot, and we need to appreciate people like them. Yeah. Because remember, not everybody is willing to share their piece of meat.
Yeah.
But BMW Kgomotso said, you know what, Komotso, at any given time, just call us. We'll be there for you. So I feel like a minister now. I feel like the MEC of sports. I mean, I've never driven within a BMW X7. So this is a privilege. I mean, Wow, man, I can't say. You can see people are happy. Even you see, it's
They like
nice.
the car.
They like the car. So it's really a dream come true.
No, I'm happy, you happy. BMW Kgomotso, we thank you so much. Your boy Big Bucks feeling like a king behind the X7. BMW Kgomotso deserves your sale. Come and buy your car. Hit me up. We'll sort you out. Peace. Your boy Big Bucks, we out. I'm glad we did that. That was cool.
Now I'm gonna give you a little bit of a taste of a BMW experience.
Ooh. It pulls. Pulls me to the seat, right? Oh, this is a brilliant car. Ah, shucks.
Price?
This one is a 3-liter diesel. They're going around in the region of 2.1. Then you get your 50D, which is the 4 turbos, also a 3-liter diesel, but it puts out 294 kilowatts then.
That's me.
Yeah.
That's my kind of car, right? I love my speed. I don't wanna lie.
No, they've got reverse assistance.
Ooh.
So the last 50 meters which we drove, the car will go back.
Oh wow! And it's doing it. Oh, by itself. Nice.
My hands on the air.
Nice.
Like I came in here, that's how the car's going back.
Exactly the same way. Wow.
Yo, Bugs. Yeah, no. I see why it's worth millions.
Well done, BM. Big up.